I'm Mike from St. Thomas Economic Development here at 100 Burwell in the Works Yard with another little update. Okay, so we're here joined today by Mr. Matt Vriens. Matt, introduce yourself and tell us what your role is.
I'm Matt Vriens. I'm the manager of Transportation and Bylaw for the City of St. Thomas.
Right on. And what is encompassed within what you handle?
We have the roads maintenance department. We have the fleet department, bylaw, the streetlights, traffic signals, crossing guards, and transit system.
So just a couple things. Okay, so busy man. Thanks for your time. We're standing here today, though, in front of a snowplow. And the reason we are is that eventually the Starks Rollers winter is coming. And we want to talk about something that is a topic of confusion in the city of St. Thomas, which is parking on the streets in the winter. So you can't park on streets overnight necessarily in the winter. Can you sort of lay out how the system works for parking on streets and permits, et cetera, in St. Thomas?
Well, let's first talk about why the winter parking restriction is in place. So imagine driving this plow behind us. The snow's flying, vehicles coming towards you, weaving around parked cars and looking out for pedestrians. It's not very easy. So that's the reason why it's in place. It's to help keep the streets clear for snowplows, emergency vehicles, and let's be honest, all of us trying to get where we're going safely.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. What time does the restriction come in? Like when in the calendar does the restriction start?
So starting last winter, we were pushed the restriction back. So to December 1st, it used to start mid-November, but looking at weather patterns, we saw the worst of winter starting to come a little later each year. So we've adjusted to match.
That makes a lot of sense. And how long does it run? When does it end?
So the restriction is from December 1st to March 15th, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So basically what that means is that I cannot park on my street between those periods of time. Makes sense. Are there any exceptions to that? Any times when I might, or ways that I might if I've got extra people visiting or anything like that?
So if you have, we understand, life happens, you have a guest that wants to stay over, or maybe a student home from school, or maybe just need to find a one-night solution. We do offer each property up to 5 temporary on-street parking passes each season. We're also suspending enforcement for December 25th and 26th and January 1st. So, Mike, if you want, you can have all your relatives over, and you don't have to. They can stay late, and you don't have to sneak out in your pajamas to move your car.
Well, we're not saying park on the street on after Christmas and New Year's, but there's no enforcement, which I think is a very sensible thing to do. Now, what if I was someone who had space on my driveway between the road right-of-way and the sidewalk? Could I park there?
So we do have a new pilot program that we put in place. It's called the Lower Driveway Boulevard Parking Program, which enables you to apply online if you, based on your street, your boulevard dimensions, and the residents support on your street, you can apply online to use that space for parking in the winter.
Have you had a lot of applications so far for this program?
We have not yet. I'm sure we'll see some this winter.
Well, that sounds like a great program and something that would be a good way to add a little bit more parking in places where it makes sense and where there's dimensions to allow it inside the city. If someone absolutely has to park a car overnight in the city and they can't park it on the street, maybe they've used up their 5 permits, they don't have a boulevard that's got space. What other options would they have where they could park safely and legally overnight?
Well, we understand not all properties in St. Thomas have room for a big driveway, especially in the older neighborhoods. So properties that don't have the space to create 2 parking spaces on their property may qualify for a seasonal on-street parking permit.
I think that makes a lot of sense. And then also the downtown lots, are they available overnight?
Yep, the downtown lots, there's several of them downtown. You can go online and purchase a permit for those as well.
Okay, makes sense. And for someone looking to purchase these permits, is the city's website the best place to go? Where's the best place for them to start?
Yeah, you can go to the city website and you can download the Honk app as well.
Okay, Honk app. Sounds good. Great. Well, Matt, listen, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us about this. Don't park on the streets overnight in the winter because you don't want to get hit by a plow. Okay, it's for everybody's good. Thanks a lot for joining us. And maybe sometime this winter we can ride along in a plow. That might be an interesting thing to show people in St. Thomas.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, we can schedule that.
Okay, sounds good. We can schedule it for whenever a snowstorm happens, so it'll be last minute, but that's okay. Anyway, thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe on YouTube, and stay tuned for another little update coming soon.